Hello YouTube viewers. Today we're taking a close look at the unforgettable cast of the iconic 1970s sitcom Good Times. This video is an invitation to discover how these fantastic actors have changed over time and what they've been up to since. If you're ready, let's dive right in and revisit the world of Good Times. Esther Rall. Esther Rall played Florida Evans, the matriarch of the family who was strong, religious, and loving. She was also known for her catchphrase damn, 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 which she uttered when she learned of her husband's death in the fourth season. Rall was born in 1920 in Pompano Beach, Florida, as the 10th of 18 children. She worked as a domestic worker before pursuing a career in acting. She joined the Negro Ensemble Company in New York and appeared in several stage productions. She made her film debut in 1964 in Nothing But a Man and her television debut in 1970 in The Bold Ones, The Senator. She was cast as Florida Evans in Maude in 1972 and then reprised her role in Good Times in 1974. She left the show after the fourth season due to dissatisfaction with the direction of the show, but returned for the final season after negotiating better terms. She won an Emmy Award for her role in the 1978 miniseries Summer of My German Soldier, becoming the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a miniseries or movie. She also appeared in films such as Driving Miss Daisy, Rosewood, and How to Make an American Quilt. She was married twice and had no children. She died in 1998 at the age of 78 from complications of diabetes. John Amos. John Amos played James Evans, the patriarch of the family who was hardworking, proud, and sometimes stubborn. He was also known for his catchphrase, "I love you, but I'll kill you," which he said to his children when they misbehaved. Amos was born in 1939 in Newark, New Jersey, as the son of a mechanic and a domestic worker. He attended Colorado State University on a football scholarship and played semi-professional football before joining the U.S. Air Force. He worked as a social worker and a copywriter before becoming an actor. He made his film debut in 1971 in Sweet Sweetback's Battis's Song and his television debut in 1972 in The Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was cast as James Evans in Maude in 1973 and then reprised his role in Good Times in 1974. He left the show after the third season due to creative differences with the producers, who killed off his character. He went on to star in other shows such as Roots, The West Wing, and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He also appeared in films such as Coming to America, Die Hard 2, and Uncut Gems. He has been married 3 times and has 6 children, including actor Casey Amos and singer-songwriter Shannon Amos. He is still active in acting at the age of 81. Jeanette DuBois. Jeanette DuBois played Willona Woods, the Evans neighbor and friend who was sassy, fashionable, and independent. She also sang the theme song of the show, Good Times, which became a hit single. DuBois was born in 1945 in Brooklyn, New York, as the daughter of a jazz pianist and a nurse. She started her career as a singer and dancer on Broadway and toured with Sammy Davis Jr., James Brown, and Louis Armstrong. She made her film debut in 1969 in Change of Mind and her television debut in 1970 in Love, American Style. She was cast as Willona Woods in Good Times in 1974 and stayed on the show until it ended in 1979. She won 2 Emmy Awards for her voice work in the animated series The PJs, which she co-created with Eddie Murphy and Larry Wilmore. She also appeared in films such as I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, and Tropic Thunder. She was married once and had 4 children, including actress Ronnie DuBois and singer-songwriter Kesha Ely. She died in 2020 at the age of 74 from cardiac arrest. Ralph Carter. Ralph Carter played Michael Evans, the youngest child of the family who was smart, outspoken, and passionate about social justice. He was also known for his catchphrase, "Don't trust anyone over 30, which he said to express his radical views. Carter was born in 1961 in New York City as the youngest of 9 children. He started his career as a child actor on Broadway and earned a Tony nomination for his role in Raisin, a musical adaptation of A Raisin in the Sun. He made his film debut in 1973 in The Brother from Another Planet and his television debut in 1974 in Good Times. He pursued a career in music after the show ended. He released several albums and singles in the late 1970s and early 1980s, such as When You're Young and in Love, Extra Extra and Get It Right. He also performed on Broadway in musicals such as Dude and Via Galactica. He is now 60 years old and lives a private life away from the spotlight. He has been married twice and has 5 children. Jimmie Walker. Jimmie Walker played James J.J. Evans Jr., the eldest child of the family who was artistic, comedic, and charismatic. He was also known for his catchphrase Dynamite, which he said to express his excitement or approval. Walker was born in 1947 in the Bronx, New York, as the son of a taxi driver and a seamstress. He dropped out of high school and worked as a radio engineer before becoming a stand-up comedian. He made his film debut in 1972 in Beware the Blob and his television debut in 1972 in Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. He was cast as J.J. Evans in Good Times in 1974 and became a star after the show ended. He appeared in shows such as The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, and In Living Color. He also performed stand-up comedy and wrote a memoir titled Dynamite. Good Times, Bad Times, Our Times, a memoir. He is now 74 years old and still active in comedy. He has never been married and has no children. Johnny Brown. Johnny Brown played Nathan Bookman, the building superintendent who was often at odds with J.J. He was also known for his nickname Buffalo, but which J.J. gave him because of his large posterior. Brown was born in 1937 in St. Petersburg, Florida, as the son of a minister and a homemaker. He started his career as a singer and dancer on Broadway and toured with Cab Calloway and Sammy Davis Jr. He made his film debut in 1969 in The Out-of-Towners and his television debut in 1968 in Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In. He was cast as Nathan Bookman in Good Times in 1976 and stayed on the show until it ended in 1979. He had a long career in entertainment before and after the show. He appeared in shows such as Laugh-In, Family Matters, and Martin. He also performed on Broadway in musicals such as Hello, Dolly, and Ain't Misbehavin'. He is now 84 years old and still enjoys singing. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson played Penny Gordon Woods, Walona's adopted daughter who was abused by her biological mother. She joined the show in the 5th season as a recurring character and became a regular in the 6th season. Jackson was born in 1966 in Gary, Indiana, as the youngest of 10 children of a steelworker and a singer. She started her career as a child performer on variety shows such as The Jacksons and The Carol Burnett Show. She made her film debut in 1982 in Poetic Justice and her television debut in 1976 in Good Times. She left the show to pursue a career in music. She became one of the most successful pop stars of all time, selling over 100 million records worldwide and winning numerous awards. She also appeared in films such as Nutty Professor 2, The Klumps, Why Did I Get Married? And For Colored Girls. She is now 55 years old and still making music. Ben Powers. Ben Powers played Keith Anderson, Thelma's husband, who was a professional football player. He joined the show in the 6th season as a regular character. Powers was born in 1950 in Yonkers, New York, as the son of a factory worker and a nurse. He started his career as a model and a dancer before becoming an actor. He made his film debut in 1977 in The Greatest and his television debut in 1977 in Good Times. He had a brief career in acting after the show ended. He appeared in shows such as Gimme a Break, Laverne and Shirley, and The New Mike Hammer. He also performed on stage in plays such as Ceremonies and Dark Old Men and Checkmates. He died in 2015 at the age of 64 from liver cancer. Bernadette. Bernadette Stanis played Thelma Evans, the middle child of the family who was intelligent, ambitious, and beautiful. She was also known for her catchphrase, "You big dummy," which she said to tease her brother J.J. Stannis, was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, as the daughter of a subway worker and a school teacher. She studied drama at Juilliard School and won several beauty pageants. She made her film debut in 1974 in Willie Dynamite and her television debut in 1974 in Good Times. She continued to act after the show ended. She appeared in shows such as The Love Boat, The Cosby Show, and The Parenthood. She also wrote several books, such as Situations 101, Relationships, The Good, The Bad and the Ugly, and The Last Night, A Caregiver's Journey Through Transition, and beyond. She also launched her own line of beauty products, called Thelma by Bernadette Stannis. She is now 67 years old and still looks stunning. She has been married 4 times and has 2 children. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with more content, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your likes and subscriptions help us create more content and keep you informed. Now is the perfect time to click that like button and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next video.